Hey guys, I'm at home and I wish I was there at school with you, but instead you're watching this video because you know where I really am. I'm in a meeting, being bored. Anyways, I wanted to talk with you today about what you're going to do during your work period. First of all, I hope you had fantastic presentations for your westward expansion research. And now I need you to find some sticky notes as soon as you get done with this video. You're going to find some sticky notes because I want you to do what's called brainstorming. And on one sticky note, you will write one idea about westward expansion. For example, this one says telegraph. You'll notice that I left a lot of space on the sticky note. It's really just one word or the name of something. And you're just going to make a collection of sticky notes that's all different ideas or concepts or things you know about westward expansion. Brain dump. Just think of it and write it on a sticky note. Make a collection. Because then the next step, just like the pioneers who had to load up their wagons filled with supplies that they would need and only the right supplies that they would need for that big long journey because they couldn't afford to carry everything around with them, we have to decide which ones are the best things. Which ideas go with what? How can I organize my ideas so that I can be ready to write my research report? So when I look over my collection that I brainstormed in only about 1 minute, I want this to be a really fast brainstorming process. When I look over it, I find, well, I have Sacagawea, for example, as one sticky note. Another idea that I have, though, was Louisiana Purchase. Louisiana Purchase and Sacagawea kind of go together, don't they? And then I have Lewis and Clark. Well, I know for a fact that Sacagawea and Lewis and Clark go together. So I'm going to categorize these topics together. Louisiana Purchase, here we go. And I'm going to take a piece of notebook paper, lined paper, and I'm going to put those sticky notes that go together in the same category on a piece of lined paper. And I might title this page, Exploring the Louisiana Purchase. I'm going to continue until all of my sticky notes have been put into a category or created into its own category with a few details or ideas that are underneath it. So I'm going to have a collection of notebook paper with sticky notes all on it. I'm going to staple those together into a booklet because this I'm going to turn into a plan for my essay. Now once I've done that, I need to look back at all of my newspapers and all of my research notes. Mr. Nash just walked in and thinks I'm crazy. I'm going to look back at all of my research and all of my newspapers, and I'm going to dig in and find more to make sure that I'm able to explain everything I know about these topics. But before I do that, once you have all of your ideas grouped together on notebook paper, each category on its own piece of notebook paper, I want you to take just 2 minutes to share your ideas with a partner. Let them take a look at your categories and how you've organized your ideas so that they can give you a little bit of feedback. Work together to make sure that you don't have any misunderstandings and that they really do make sense the way you think they go together. So that's your task for today. We're getting ready because remember, Tuesday we have our mock FSA writes, so we won't work on our westward research on that day. It's all about fantasy books with me that day. But on Wednesday, you are going to flash draft the entire westward expansion essay from start, introduction, to finish, conclusion. We're going to knock it out. We're going to draft so fast we make mistakes. We will not be taking time in class on Wednesday to focus on planning. This is your planning process now. So writers, get to work.